All right, we are here with Michael Timms himself, Timsy.
Hello.
Timsy, thank you so much for joining me, man.
Thank you so much for having me. This is great.
Alexis couldn't be here, and I know he would want to be here.
Yeah.
To be with a fellow Gooner.
Arsenal man to Arsenal man. Yes.
Right. And so I'm gonna, it's a good week for me. You see, I'm wearing an Everton shirt.
Yeah.
And look, I didn't expect it, but let's just start there, and then we'll talk about your career. But because I'm a little bit hyped because Everton Football Club defeated the league leaders, top of the league, top of whatever. I'm not gonna do the accent that much, but it'll pop in from time to time. But Everton defeats Arsenal.
Yes.
1-0 at Goodison Park, which the last time Everton played Arsenal at Goodison Park, Alexis and I were there. And Everton won 2-1. Damari Gray, you remember that banger?
I do remember, yeah.
So how'd you feel when after that result?
After the result, I felt quite down.
Okay.
Obviously. Just because, you're something of like a bogey team to us now.
Sure.
It was like, it used to be Bolton back in the day.
Right.
And it was Stoke. And then weirdly, it was kind of Southampton for a little bit. And now it seems to be you guys. So I felt... No, look, I was so disappointed because the expectations are so high.
Yeah.
So I was like, we got to go there. Now I'm thinking like, we go there, it's a tough place to go, especially Sean Dyche. It's going to be difficult. But then I was like, nah, we shouldn't lose. Like, it'll be tough, but we'll draw. Or like, we'll maybe be leading and then conceding last minute and draw and be a bit disappointed around. Mm-hmm. So then it was a bit of a blow to lose to you guys. But now it's okay because of the result we just saw. So
exactly. Right. The context is a little bit different. I was like, I'm usually, I know, between Arsenal and Tottenham, I'm not a fan of either, but because I have so many Arsenal friends, I'm like, all right, I don't want Arsenal to succeed I don't want Tottenham to succeed in any way. Yeah. And I understand the context of like City winning would make it a little bit scarier and a little bit.
Yeah. And also just, I think for the good of the Premier League, like Arsenal, if Arsenal won the league this season, right? I think that's an amazing story. Like I know, obviously I'm an Arsenal fan, but I think objectively, like, City not winning a 5th Premier League title in 6 years
right.
is a good thing. So I think it will be, for the good of the Premier League, it will be great if we won.
Yes.
Personally as well.
City losing to Tottenham makes it, at least as an Everton fan, I think fans of any other team besides those two, it's like, what's wrong with both of you? You know what I mean? Like you should be beating these teams. And then, Tottenham, losing their manager, obviously, I hope Antonio Conte is okay and everything, but like you would think there would be some disarray. Yeah. And same thing, Everton. I did not expect a victory at all, but there's something to they say the new manager bump.
The bump, yeah.
And it feels a little bit too real right now.
No, yeah, it's true. It's a real thing. So I'm not surprised.
Why so I want to speak as the American fan who pays attention to the Premier League I've been truly been focused on the Premier League in maybe the last like decade. That's about it. Yeah. So I haven't grown up with it my entire life.
That's fine. That's okay.
Okay, but look, you need Americans interested in the Premier League for the Premier League to be the Premier League.
It's true.
So you're welcome for capitalism, I guess. But the new manager bump, it feels like when I was watching Everton play, I'm just like, Frank Lampard couldn't do this. Frank Lampard could have just tell them defend a little bit better. Yeah. Couldn't tell them to like maybe play a little bit of a defensive formation. Because it seemed like he was stuck in like, no, I truly believe these players can play the way I want to play, and I refuse to change. And he does it, but as a person, he didn't seem that stubborn. But maybe he really was.
No, I think. Look, as a manager, I think if you're going to make it, you have to have that right balance of like being adaptable and also sticking to, your beliefs. Because then if you don't stick to your beliefs into like as a manager in the way you want to play and the tactics you want to employ, right? Then you're never going to make it, right?
But in the face of all the losses?
Of course, yeah. No, obviously it was horrendous, right? It was bad. And I only know this really because some of my friends are like Chelsea fans and they follow Frank around because obviously he's a legend of the club, right? So they watch him as a manager a bit more, and I see them like once in a while and watch a game of theirs if they're playing whoever or match of the day, right? So I only get little glimpses of it, whereas they watch it and they're like, nah, he's just... So they tell me that he's kind of like, he wants to be like a visionary in that like he's expansive football, play a certain way that's like expressive and open and stuff, right? Hence why they leak all the goals in the world, right? And then you have Sean Dyche, who's just the total opposite.
Yeah.
And it's not to say negative football, but he's just like start from basics. It's like real basic traditional English football, right? As in like English football.
Yeah.
We're not going to concede. We're going to make it so difficult for people to break us down. And then like if we score from a set piece, so be it. But we're going to make it difficult for other people to score. And then we'll find what we're good at. And if that's set pieces or if that's in the channels or if that's pressing high, whatever, then we'll do that. It's just very pragmatic.
Yeah.
And Frank's wasn't pragmatic, basically.
Not at all. But realistically...
I didn't watch the game, by the way.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the game yesterday.
Okay.
Arsenal Everton. I didn't watch it.
You didn't watch it?
No. I was asleep because it's 7:30.
Yeah, 7:30 a.m.
And I was tired through alcoholic beverages. So
okay.
So
it's good you missed it.
I missed it.
Yeah.
And because we lost, I don't want to see that game. I don't want to. Usually, right, if we win, I'm going boom straight on Arsenal's YouTube channel. I'll go match of the day, VPN, and
right.
just like watch match of the day or watch the highlights. I'm never going to watch that game. Ever.
Well, you know what you missed? I'll tell you what you missed. I'll give you a nice abridged version.
Did you deserve it?
Yes.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, better chances were created by Everton, which is already, I can't believe I'm even saying that. I didn't expect to hop on this show today and say like Everton absolutely deserved to win against Arsenal, created more chances and better chances. Did Arsenal have more of the ball? Of course.
Yeah.
But
apparently we weren't good with the ball though. Like we weren't slick. Usually this season we've been so, the understanding of the ball, of the movement, Odegaard is just on fire and bringing everything together and like just everything's clicking, whereas it didn't click yesterday. Right. And that's obviously, partly down to us being a bit crap, you guys actually being like good.
Sure.
And Sean Dyche doing Sean Dyche things where he just makes it so hard to break us down. And that's it, which is fair play.
Yeah, and I truly did not think that it would work out this quickly. I didn't think the Everton players would adapt to any other suggestion of or tactic suggestion, and it completely worked.
But yeah, as in you don't think it will work this quickly. It's not like it's now going to work forever. It's not like it's the first game. Oh my God, we're there.
Well, that's
like, give it time, bro.
I have a feeling Sean Dyche is going to get found out. You know what I mean?
No, he won't. He won't because he's a good manager. He's a very, very good manager. But I just feel like that first game, the new manager, new energy in the team.
The heart.
You've got to prove yourself to another manager now. Also, like, bro, you got him doing bleep tests.
That's right.
He just came in and going, I've seen all of this, right? Leaky defense, not scoring goals, atmosphere's rubbish. Right, you know what we need to improve? Just fitness, just run. Run, my boys. Just
the get the foundation right. And this was a bit of a debate on Twitter because you just said bleep test.
Yeah.
But we call it the beep test.
It's bleep test.
It's bleep. You say bleep test.
Well, to be fair, a bleep and a beep is the same thing.
It's the same thing, but the test itself, which I've never done. Have you ever done I've never done it. I didn't grow up playing football, so but I've seen it, and it looks like an absolute nightmare.
It's not fun. I think the last time I did it I was probably like 14.
Okay, yeah.
And like, at school, it was like, let's make sure everyone can run about a bit.
Right. If anybody listening or watching does not know what it is, if just a quick description is, it's basically just running, but it's like interval.
It's suicides.
Right.
So it's like, I only know that as well because of Coach Carter.
Okay.
You do suicides. I love it so much. No, so it's like, I'm guessing it's a cone which is kind of 15 meters or 10 meters or however far distance apart.
Right.
If you kind of jog it takes you a few seconds and you basically have to time it to the beep, or at least you can't be after the beep. You can't arrive at the cone after the beep. So if you do, you have to kind of catch up for the next one. So it's basically done in stages. It like every kind of 5 beeps, it goes up a pace and that sort of thing. And then it's just level 1, level 2, level 2, and then up to where where it goes like you're basically like a full-on run sprint.
Right.
To do it.
I'm just gonna put it on screen. Wow. So that,
Oh, they say it's the beep test.
see, that's what we call it. We call it the beep test.
Maybe it is the beep test. Are these American?
It says Soccer Coach TV, so I'm gonna assume American.
Okay.
But
If English people, right, were seen saying beep test,
yeah,
no.
because when I hear bleep test, I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, you're censoring somebody swearing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but what do you censor people with? A bleep? Is a boop?
Yeah, you do. You so that's why I would say, but I wouldn't. But the test itself is a beat. Where this is just added to the list of words the English and Americans.
Yeah, we're just not going to.
We're just never going to agree.
Yeah.
You know, it's a cookie, not a biscuit or whatever.
No, but we have cookies.
You have cookies, but they're different. They're a different thing.
We're not going to get into this because there's too many things, bro.
All right.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
But that's basically it's just running back and forth, and there's certain beeps, and it changes the speed and stuff like that. And it almost feels like it's never ending, and it's a very, very.
I think it does end eventually. But if it might feel like that, yeah. It's tough,
but people drop off before you actually finish. It can get a little bit like competitive and you know whatever.
Sure. But that is, I'm guessing, the secret behind the victory.
Didn't do it before.
In conclusion, it was the bleep test /beep test.